Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is exponents and powers. Dear students, in that class we are going to discuss about a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is lines and angles. Dear students, in that chapter we discuss all the important concept related to. So in that chapter, first of all, we discuss so many topics included in that chapter. We discuss about the concept of complement and supplement angle, complement and supplement angles. We also in that chapter we also discuss about the concept of adjacent angle, we also discuss about the concept of vertically opposite angles, and also in that chapter we discuss about the concept of linear pair. We also discuss about in that angle made by the transversal. These are the very important topic of that chapter. So first of all, we are going to discuss about what is the concept of complement and supplementary angles. Okay, dear students, for two triangles, if the sum of their measures, the sum of their measures is 90 degree, then it is said to be what? Complement to each other, complementary angle. It means that if the sum of measures of an angle is 190 degree, then it is said to be complement angle. Means if angle A plus angle B is equal to 90 degree, then angle A and B are said to be what? Complement angle. Okay, when there is angle A and angle B, the sum of the measure of angle A and B is 90 degree, then it is said to be complement to each other. Similarly, dear student, if the sum of measures of two angles is 180, if angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree, dear students, if the sum of measures of two angles is equal to 180 degree, then it is said to be supplementary angle, means supplement to each other. Supplement to each other. So these are the concept of complementary and supplementary angles. So in this way we can say that if the sum of the sum of measures of two angles is equal to 90 degree, then it is said to be complementary to each other. If the sum of measures of two angles is what? 180 degree, then it is said to be what? Supplement to each other. So these are the concept of complementary and supplementary angles. Okay, dear student, now we are going to discuss about what is the concept of adjacent angles. Let's see. Now, dear student, we discuss about the complement and supplement angle. Now we are going to discuss about the second is what? Adjacent angle. What is the concept of adjacent angles? Dear students, two angles are said to be adjacent angles if there are three important criteria follows in that way. First one is what? Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have the common vertex, okay, they have the common arm, and also the non-common arms. The non-common arms are opposite rays. Now we clear the concept of adjacent angles by the help of figure. Let's see. Suppose that we draw two rays as OA and OB. Okay, we draw two rays as OA and OB, and a third ray OC, and a third ray OC we draw in this way. A third ray OC is drawn in this way. Okay, dear students. First of all, we draw two rays OA and OB respectively, and after that we draw third ray OC in this way. Here there are two angles are formed, angle AOC and angle BOC. Dear friends, here both the angles as angle AOC and angle BOC are pair of adjacent angles. Because of these angles follows all the properties of for the adjacent angle, like that. Let's see here, both the angles, angle AOC and angle BOC have the same vertex. So let's see, both the angle have the same vertex. So second condition is that what, both the angles have the common arms. Therefore in both the angle AOC and BOC, here OC is the what, common arm. This is what, common arms. Okay, and the last and very important condition for adjacent angles is what, their non-common arms are OA and OB. Dear students, their non-common arms as OA and OB are either side of the common arm. So these are the conditions for adjacent angles. So in this way, here the angle AOC and angle BOC are the pairs of adjacent angles. Now dear students, we are going to discuss about the condition for linear pair. Let's see. Dear students, for linear pair, there are three important conditions are there. They have the common vertex, they have the common arm, and their non-common arm are opposite rays. Let's see. Sorry, in the adjacent angles we are discussed. Last one is what, the non-common are opposite rays. This is wrong. This is for linear pair. Okay. In adjacent angle, their non-common arms are either side of the common arms. These are the conditions for adjacent angles. Now we discuss about the linear pair. Dear students, in linear pair, three important property are there. First one is what, two angles are said to be linear pair if they have the common vertex. Second ones, they have the common arms. And last one is very important, their non-common arms are opposite rays. Now we clear the concept of linear pair. We clear the concept of linear pair by the help of diagram. Let's see, dear students. Suppose that first of all we draw two rays in this way. This is first one is what, OA, and second one is what, OB. Here we draw two rays as OA and OB, and let us take a third ray OC stand on it, and a third ray OC stand on it. Then the angles formed there is what, angle AOC, angle BOC. Dear friends, here these angles are the pair of linear pair. These are the linear pairs. Angle here AOC and angle BOC are what? These are the what, dear friends? Linear pair. Why? It is not why this angle is known. These angles are known as the linear pair, because of it follows all the conditions for linear pair. First one is what? Both the angles, angle AOC and angle BOC, have the same vertex. Okay. Second one is what? Both the angle have the common arm OC. Both the angle have the common arm OC. Okay. They have the common arms also, and their non-common arms. What is the common arms here? Their non-common arms as OA and OB. Dear students, here OA and OB are the non-common arms. So their non-common arms are opposite rays. So these are the conditions for linear pair. And for linear pair, the sum of measures of these two angles is always equal to 180 degree. Means that is, for linear pair, angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. Angle AOC and angle BOC. Okay, angle AOC and sum of angle AOC and angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. So for linear pair, the sum of two angles as angle AOC and angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so these are the concept of linear pair. Dear student, in this way, using these concepts, according to these concepts, you can solve so many questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the condition for the vertically opposite angle. Let's see, we are going to discuss about the vertically opposite angles. Dear friends, suppose that if two lines are there, suppose that here we draw two lines AB and CD, which intersect at point O. Dear friends, here if two lines AB and CD are intersect each other at point O, then the pair of vertically opposite angles are what? Angle AOD and angle BOC. Angle AOD and angle BOC. These are the first pair of angles, and second one is what? This angle. Angle AOC and angle BOD. So let's see. Here, if two lines are intersect to each other at any point, then the pair of angles AOD and angle BOC and pair of angles AOC and BOD are called the vertically opposite angles. And dear student, one of the most important result between them is what? If two lines are intersect each other at any point, then the vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. Okay, so using this concept, you can solve all the question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic vertically opposite angles. Okay, dear students, now we are going to discuss about the topic angle made by the transversal. Let's see, these are the very important topic of that chapter. Okay, using that topic, you can solve so many questions of your NCERT exercise. Now let's see. Now dear friends, we discuss about the topic angles made by transversal. Now we are going to discuss about the topic angle made by the transversal. Okay, so these are the very important topic of your syllabus. Let's see. First of all, we discuss about what is the condition for the transversal. Let's see. This should suppose that if we have two parallel lines as L and M respectively. Suppose that here two lines L and M in which L parallel to M. Okay, dear students. Suppose here two lines are there, L and M, which are parallel to each other, and suppose that a third line T intersect these two lines at two distinct points P and Q respectively. Then T is known as the transversal. Okay, and now if these two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, then the three important angles made by them. First one is what? Corresponding angles. Second one is what? Consecutive interior angles. And third one is what? Alternate interior angle. interior angles. Okay, they thus in this way we can say that the angle, the main angle, the some important angles made by the transversal are what? Corresponding angles, consecutive interior angles, and alternate interior angles. Now we are discuss about all these three angles by the help of figure. Let's see. Suppose that we found this is angle 1, this is angle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Let's see. Dear friends, in that figures, the pair of corresponding angles are corresponding angles are what? Let's see. Angle 1, angle 5. Okay. The pair of corresponding angle 1, angle 5, angle 2, angle 6, angle 3, angle 7, and angle 4, angle 8. Dear friends, in this way we can say that if two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, then in that condition there are four pairs of adjacent to corresponding angles are there, which is 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7 and 4, 8. So these are the pair of corresponding angle. The angle made by the transversal and at the same side of it is known as what? Corresponding angles. So the pair of corresponding angles 1, 5, 2, 6, 7, 3 and 4, 8. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the consecutive interior angle. Now dear friends, if two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, then in that condition the pair of angles 4, 5, the pair of angle 4, 5 and 3, 6 and angle 3, angle 6 are known as the consecutive interior angle. These are the pair of consecutive interior angle. In this way, dear student, we can say that if two parallel lines cuts by a transversal T, then in that condition the pair of consecutive interior angles are angle 4, angle 5 and angle 3, angle 6. So these are the, dear students, pair of consecutive interior angles. Okay, these are the very important concept of that figure. Now dear students, we are going to discuss about the concept of alternate interior angle. What is the concept of the alternate interior angle? Let's see. Dear students, if two parallel lines, these two parallel lines cuts by a transversal T, then in that condition the pair of alternate interior angles are what? Let's see. The pair of alternate interior angles are what? Angle 3, angle 5, angle 3, angle 5 and angle 4, angle 6 and angle 4, angle 6. These are, dear friends, these are the pairs of alternate interior angles. Okay, so in this way the main angles made by the transversal T when two parallel lines are there and cuts by the third line T, which is transversal, are what? Corresponding angles, consecutive interior angles and alternate interior angle. And one of the most important relationships amongst these angles, what is the property? Let's see. Listen carefully. Dear friends, if two parallel lines cuts by a transverse T, then in that condition the pair of corresponding angles are always equal to each other. Means the pair of corresponding angles are always equal to each other. It means that angle 1 is equal to angle 5, angle 2 is equal to angle 6, okay, angle 3 is equal to angle 7 and angle 4 is equal to angle 8. So in this way we can say that the pair of corresponding angles are always equal to each other. Similarly, for consecutive interior angles or what? Dear friend, the pair of consecutive interior angles are supplementary to each other. It means that their sum of measure is 180. Means here angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 as well as angle 3 plus angle 6. Angle 3 plus angle 6 is also equal to 180 degree. So these are the very important relationship between consecutive interior angles. Okay. In this way we can say that the sum of consecutive interior angles are supplementary to each other, means the sum of their measures is 180 degree. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the alternate interior angle. Dear student, if two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, then in that condition the pair of alternate interior angle side 3, 5 and 4, 6 equal to each other, means angle 3 is equal to angle 5 and angle 4 is equal to angle 6. Thus, dear students, these are the some important concepts, some important results related to line chapter line and angles. Okay, now dear students, in this way we discussed all the important topic which are involved in the chapter lines and angles. Now we are going to take some important questions of your NCERT exercise based on the topic line and angles and solve it. Let's see, dear students. Now we take some important question. Find the angle which is equal to one third of its complement. Let's see its solution. We solve that question. Here what we find, dear student, let's see. Here we find the angle. Okay, we find the angle which is equal to one third of its complement. So let's see its solution. First of all, in that type of question we take the angle Bx. Let's see. First of all, let the angle be Bx, then its complement will be its complement will be what? 90 minus x. Then its complement is what? 90 minus x. Now according to statement, what is the statement according to question is what, dear student? Let's see. Here is right as find the angle which is equal to one third of its complement, means the angle is equal to one third of its complement, that is the angle x. The angle x is equal to one third of its complement, means 90 minus x. This is the concept, this is the condition are there. Now we form an equation, now we simplify them and we get the result as x. Okay, now let's see. Now we simplify them, so we get as 3x is equal to what? 90 minus x. Now we get what? 3x plus x is equal to 90, that is 4x is equal to 90, that is x is equal to 90 upon 4, which is what? Let's see. 2 to the 4, this is 45, means 45 by 2 means x is equal to what? 22, sorry, yes, 22.5 degree. Okay, so these are the required solution of the given question. Thus, dear student, in this way you can solve that type of question. Okay, now similarly based on same topic we take some other important question of your syllabus. Let's see. Now we take some other important question, which is what? Find the angle find the angle find the angle which is equal to its supplement, equal to its supplement. Let's see its solution. Dear friends, here in that question, what we find? We find the angle. We find the angle which is equal to its supplement. So in that type of question, first of all, let the angle be x again. Let the angle be x. Then its supplement will be. Supplement is what? 180 degree minus x. Okay. So let the angle be x. Then its supplement is what? 180 minus x. These are the concept of that. Okay. Means first of all we take the angle bx, then its supplement is what? 180 minus x. Now according to statement. Now according to question. According to question, that angle x. That angle is equal to its supplement, that is x is equal to 180 minus x. 180 minus x. Now we simplify them. We transfer x that side to x plus x is equal to what? 180, that is the value of 2x is what? This is 180, that is the value of x is equal to 180 by 2, 2 9s are 0. Thus the value of x is 90 degree. Thus the value of x is what? 90 degree. In this way, we can solve that type of question. Okay, dear friends. So hence the required angle is what? 90 degree. Dear friend, in this way, this is the method to solve that type of question. So please, dear friend, do more and more practices of that type of question. After that, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic lines and angles. Now we take one more question based on these topics. Okay, dear friends. Now let's see. Here, if two parallel lines AB and CD are there, this is very easy question. AB and CD are there, okay, and here a triangle PQR, okay, and here this is 50, this is Y, this is X, this is 127 degree. Find the value of X and Y. Dear students, in that question, first of all, here we take what? AB parallel to CD, okay, and QP as a transversal. QP as a what? As a transversal. Then angle APQ is equal to angle PQR. Angle PQR. These are the alternate interior angles. Okay, dear students, here angle APQ is equal to angle PQR. Okay, because of these are the alternate interior angles, and you know that when two parallel line cuts by the transversal T, then the pair of alternate interior angles are equal to each other. So here we get angle APRQ as what? 50 degree, and angle PQR as what? X. So the value of X is equal to 50 degree. Okay, now in triangle PQR, we apply the exterior angle property. These are the exterior angles. So exterior angle, you know that is always equal to the sum of its two opposite interior angle as x plus y. Now we find the value of x as what? 50. So we get what? 127 is equal to 50 plus y. That is y is equal to 127 minus 50. That is what? 7. Thus the value of y is what? 77 degree, and the value of x is what? 50 degree. These are the required solution of the given question. Thus, dear student, in this way, in today's class, we take and revise all the topic of the chapter lines and angles. So, dear student, first you revise all the question and discussion which we discuss in that class. After that, you complete your NCERT exercise, okay, of the chapter lines and angles. Now, in next class, we take and revise some other important chapter of your NCERT exercise. Now, thanks to all.